Good morning, YouTubers. T Square here with T Square Talk. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, going to be talking a little bit about silver. Going to be talking a little bit about maybe price prediction, where I think silver is going to be going in the short run and the long run. And it may not be exactly where a lot of people think, but I'm going to end up also giving a couple of reasons why I think this is going to happen this way. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps out the channel. And if you guys are not subscribed, please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button, because we are trying to grow the channel too. Okay, right off the bat, the first thing we're going to do, take a look at what we're going to be opening today. We're going to be busting open this package. It's a large package of silver. I can't even fit the whole box on camera. It's a huge box. Part of it is because of what's in there. It's not just silver. I actually wanted the official box that all this silver came in, even though I don't have all of the silver that came in the Perth Mint, I believe, box. I believe it's the Perth Mint. Even though I don't have the whole monster box, I guess you can say, I was kind of hoping he would add in the box, and he was willing to. So I'm pretty excited about that, to be opening it up and see the box and stuff. Right off the bat, taking a quick look at silver before we get started. We got silver trading at $32.50, which is great, since we were down to, what, $30.50, not even a week and a half ago. As you can see, we did experience this huge drawdown in price, and we came all the way down to, well, basically $30.80 something cents. I actually thought it dipped a little lower, but according to the chart right here, it didn't. And then we started seeing it come back up, and now it's kind of fluttering right around 32.50. And I think 32.50 is a great number that we're sitting at, because it's literally only going to take a little push to really throw it back up there again. Now, the big question is, what's going to be the push? And that's what I'm going to be talking about a little bit while we open up this package. So first thing we'll do real quick, check the gold price real quick, just a quickie on that. 29.10. Also, we saw a nice pullback on that, and it's recovered quite nicely. Again, it kind of just sitting there waiting to see. A lot of uncertainty right now. We're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about what I believe is going to push this a whole lot higher. Taking a quick look at the DXY, down, as you can see, down to 103. Have been taking a hit, and we kind of expected that a little bit with the trade war, I guess you can say, going on. What's causing it to kind of go down? Obviously, people are de-dollarizing, and you would think that you would see gold and silver really skyrocketing, because the DXY was actually up to 107. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but that's a pretty good drop down to 103. Also, take a quick look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin trading at 86,000 right now, down $10,000 in the last 30 days. As you can see, we saw the big drop. We saw it pop, and that pop, let's be honest, that pop had to do with that recent tweet from Trump, and I'm going to say Trump and Elon, because I'm not convinced it was just Trump that posted that tweet. And then we've seen it come down, and we're seeing it slowly work its way down. I would not be surprised to see it break $80,000 and go even lower in the near future, unless the Fed has their Fed meeting on the 18th and 19th, and they lower interest rates. And if they lower interest rates, we could possibly see a pop on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, stock market. But at the end of the day, it's I'm going to say it's kind of temporary, because all they're doing is just making money easier. Easier money means people can borrow more money. Borrowing more money is going to promote risky investing and more selling and more, I guess, more purchasing, more people buying stuff. And I said selling, but more purchasing, I guess, would have been the proper word. But what I mean by that is people selling stuff more often, because you have opportunity there, because people can get money easier. They can borrow money for a house easier. They can borrow money for a car easier. And as interest rates are down, people just tend to do it more. Let's jump over now, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that while we're busting open this package, because like I said, I'm super excited to be opening up this package, and I don't want the video to get too long. I'm not gonna lie, I'm never a fan of these things. These things are so messy, but everybody uses them. I guess it's probably the cheap option to keep it from. Oh, I hate this because they do go everywhere. Give me a quick second just to kind of clean this up right after. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the mess, but I am a fan of cheap silver, that's for sure. Now, like I said, my first time getting this, so I'm pretty excited to be getting it. Let's see here. Obviously, for anybody wondering, these are just the bands that comes on them. I don't know if I really need to save that. It was more the box that I wanted. But I guess some people, you know, hey, they like the bands. They like all kinds of stuff. I don't know if this was anything official. And I don't know, someone might have to tell me in the comments, would you save the bands? Does it change anything? Or not really? Oh, shoot! Well, I definitely don't like that. Oh, no. It was mangled in there. Son of a gun. I don't like that. We're going to see what happens. Now that's just a downer. And I don't have any way to pause this camera. That one didn't open, so that's a plus. So basically I got 75. Oh, this is going to turn out to be a bad video. I got to grab a glove real quick. I wasn't planning on touching them right now. Give me a quick second. I know some people are like, what? You can't do that. Like I said, I didn't know how this was going to go. I like to open stuff up on camera, kind of talk. Gives me something to talk about. Some people might be saying, because it's kind of off script a little bit. But hey, that's what happens when you film these videos. I don't edit stuff. I kind of give you guys my one take. And yes, I'm using food gloves. Not cotton gloves today, because I wasn't really expecting this to happen, and I'm trying to think of the best way to what a downer. That's a little bit of a downer. But I want to make sure, so hopefully what I'm thinking is none of them have been touched, obviously, and so that's a plus. I hope none of them have been touched. Kind of trying to figure out the best way to do this. And you know it's messed up because I actually heard it in there when I'll probably be giving some of these away too in an upcoming giveaway. I heard it clinking, but I was thinking they were clinking inside the tube, not inside the box. So lesson learned, if anybody ever sells anything to another stacker, please put some stuff in the box so they ain't clicking around in there if they break open. But that kind of made me possibly change my mind, and I might bust these open and trade off some to friends, which I wasn't planning on doing. I was actually planning on trying to buy 7 more tubes over the next, however long it takes me to come up with the money to get the rest of them. I will say they are pretty, though. I'll kind of come back here in a minute. That's a downer. So first I'm just looking at what we got to deal with here. What happened? So it looks like the tubes have been open. All of them have been open at some point. Like I said, being that this is the first time I've ever bought from this person, got to be careful though. I've heard stories about people losing stuff. Even the big bullion companies. Some people may or may not know, bullion companies have to keep their trash in like a little area, and they only throw it away like once a month. I didn't know that until I had watched a video on another YouTuber's channel. He actually is sponsored by one of the big companies, and I guess they went in and they had kind of mentioned how the trash just kind of sits in there and accumulates for a while. It's clean trash. It's like packing and stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do, since I've already got this like that, is just make sure I got my 25 in here. And I guess since this one's opened up, a little scratched up, I probably should take some time and just do a quick check now that it's already opened up with my Sigma. Video's not really going the way it was supposed to. So if anybody wants to shut the video off here and just while I kind of check them, I'm going to understand if it has bad views. This is always going to be a risk when buying from individuals that don't ship all the time. Obviously, big bullion companies that ship on a regular basis, they get feedback about this type of stuff, and when this happens, it can put a downer on some people. To me, if they test positive and everything's good, hey, for what I got them for, I'm not complaining, that's for sure. This is going to have a little bit more of an opportunity for me to pull in some better trade stuff with them because I got them during the dip. I got them at a cheaper price, and I ended up getting a deal because I ended up buying so many of them. So we'll see. I'm a little nervous. Like I said, I'm always nervous whenever I buy from someone that I've never bought from before. It can cause problems. I had one person, another YouTuber, offer to sell me a bunch of silver at spot, but I was kind of like, why is he selling his silver off at spot? I guess everybody runs through events in life that they might need money for something. And so, you know, that could have just been the case. Oh, those are beautiful, though, I will say. Look at that. Them are nice. The ultimate test. Boom. Right straight in the center. Okay, so we're good there. And if honestly, if one tests good, they'll probably realistically all test good. But on the flip side, I want to make sure, you see that right there? So I know right off the bat, anybody still watching this, like I said, I'm totally understanding if you changed it, because I originally didn't start out the video thinking I was going to talk much about this and have it go down this way. I expected just to show one and move on, and I guess I could just show one and move on. In fact, I probably will actually right now. Basically, though, what I think is going to happen in the short run, I'm expecting that, since I already said what I was going to title the video in the beginning, it's kind of weird if I don't stick with it. I'm thinking that in a couple weeks we're going to have the Fed meeting on the 18th and 19th, and that's the official when they're going to have it. I'm thinking they're going to end up cutting interest rates, even though they came out and said they weren't going to. Looking at what the stock market's been doing, it's been taking too big of a hit. A lot of the uppity ups, the elites, I don't mean to say it like that, but have been losing a lot of money. It's in their best interest to cut interest rates. Anyway, I know some people will say, why is it in their best interest? Big banks. What in the world just happened? Hopefully that didn't shut off. I don't know what just happened. My screen went black on my side. I don't think it went black on yours, but I don't know. I think they're going to end up cutting interest rates because big banks, let's be honest, have a lot of treasury bonds. We're starting to see the stock market collapse. We're starting to see a lot of worry. And when there's a lot of worry, it kind of trickles, and it does affect the banks. Does the banks want to see lower interest rates? They probably don't actually want to see lower interest rates, but a lot of smaller banks are in trouble right now. We've talked about this time and time again, despite a lot of people believing that banks are not in trouble. I don't have any way to prove that to y'all. When you look, I mean, a bad economy obviously does have an effect on banks. It has an effect on people overspending. Think about it. If you've got a credit card, I know some people will say no, because if the economy is bad, then people will charge more stuff on their credit card. And that's true to a point, but if the economy is so bad, a lot of people will just try to cut back on spending, period. I believe banks want to see people frivolously spending with their credit cards and basically tacking money on there. By doing that, people lose sight of how much in debt they are. And then eventually they just keep going and going. I'll be honest, this order right here, these 75, put me in the hole kind of heavily, because you guys saw I put in 5 big purchases in the last week and a half. I don't have the money budgeted for all 5. I'm just hoping it will play out, and I might have to sell a tube of these to kind of recoup a little bit of that money back if I find out that I overspent. However, I'd rather have extra money in precious metals right now, because if they do cut interest rates, I believe that could be the trigger that pushes precious metals up a whole lot higher. Obviously, you're devaluing the currency even more by cutting interest rates. And as that happens, then essentially, you see the dollar coming down, and boom, that's it. Everything goes up in price. And I know some people out there, everybody has a difference of opinion depending on who you talk to or what YouTubers you watch. Some YouTubers are going to say, oh, prices don't go up, dollars go down. The truth of the matter is, when you go to the grocery store, no one's thinking, oh, the dollar went down, that's why my Cheerios cost 50 cents more. The truth of the matter is, you see prices going up, and it has a big effect on stuff. The one thing that is going to help us out, I think, is if the economy slows, that means there's going to be a whole lot of drop in the price of oil. I had someone leave me a comment the other day, said essentially the only reason the oil is going down is because of paper shorting, manipulation. And yeah, manipulation does happen with the price of oil, but at the end of the day, I mean, look what happened during cough. People didn't take vacations, things slowed down. We essentially were in a recession, and when that happened, boom, oil got cheap. Well, it got really cheap and went negative $40, but that's a little extreme in my opinion. I don't foresee us going that low on it. However, I think we could stay under 70 possibly. Right now, I think we're at, under 80. What are we at? 76 right now. It's opportunity. I hope prices do come down. I hate to say this. I'd like to even see gold and silver come down a little bit. I'm kind of a little distracted right now. I apologize, because I'm thinking about this now. And in my mind, while I'm talking, I'm sitting here trying to count them to see if I have all 25 in there. But it's going to have a big effect. And we'll see what happens. I'm happy that I got this order no matter what, because look at what happened in silver already. I mean, we're already up $1.50 since I put this order in. That beatdown that we saw was just opportunity. I know a lot of you guys left me comments saying that you took advantage of the opportunity. Some people left me comments saying they were holding out, waiting to see it go even lower. Some people even thinking we were going to see $25 silver, which would be a dream, but I just didn't see it happening. I think this is about as low as it's going to go. There's a lot of rumors right now. I haven't been able to confirm it because I only just heard about it today, that the COMEX is taking big hits on silver now again. And I haven't looked to see what's going on, but I mean, it makes sense. They're always taking big hits because more and more people are buying silver. Silver is getting depleted. People understand silver is going higher, and then when they beat the price down, that's incentive to buy more silver. Let's be honest, cheaper silver makes me want to back up the truck. That's why I kind of went overboard on this package. I did pick up more gold recently, which I kind of wish that I didn't. I wish I had actually found out about this sooner, because I might have tried to cover the whole box, because you could have picked up a box for just right about $8,000. It came out to roughly, if you were willing to get the whole box, you could have gotten it for like $32 a piece, which at this point, $32 a piece would have been awesome. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video because I'll be honest, I am extremely distracted. Only 20 minutes, but I'm distracted with this. I want to count them, check them, and go from there. It kind of threw me when I looked at these. I was like, man, how come they didn't put something in the tape to go a little further down over them? But that wasn't the person that sold them. That was actually the maker of them, because I'm not seeing a whole lot of extra tape coming down the sides here. You know how when you get a tube of silver, which do I have one here on hand by? Yeah, I do. Here, hold on one second. I'm going to show you. When you generally buy a tube of silver, look how see how there's two coats of plastic over it. You've got the white strip, but then you also have that, I don't know, fake tape or whatever it is. So I wish there was something over it, but I guess some people don't want to tamper with these capsules, even though, like I said, I'm on the fence of might have to get rid of 25 of them. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm happy because I mean the price is already over now. I mean, we're looking at $32.50. When I picked them up, it wasn't even it was about 32. So with that being said, I thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though I know it probably wasn't my normal, one of my better ones. But I thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with a good video tomorrow for y'all. Hope y'all have a great day, and take care, my friends. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.